Now let us move on to our next very important topic, sir. The topic is based on area is proportional to base and height. Yes, we already know this point. Area is definitely proportional to base and height. But having said that, we will understand this particular point in detail via concept, and we will solve some excellent questions which were asked in some of the examinations, and we will see how beautifully or how easily we can solve that particular question. Now, before moving on to problems based on this concept called as area is proportional to base and height, first let us solve, or first let us understand the concept. Now let me take some general triangle. Now what is the area of this triangle? We all know that area of this triangle is half into base into height. Now can I say that this half is nothing but a constant, right? Half is nothing but a constant. If I remove this constant, I need to put the proportionality sign. That means area will be proportional to base and area will be proportional to height. Area will be proportional to base only if height is also constant. Similarly, area will be proportional to only height if base is also constant. Sir, what are you telling here? Let us understand in little more detail. Suppose for example, I have this triangle. Let me call the height of this triangle as h1. Let me call the base of this triangle as b1. Similarly, let me take another triangle with little more extra base. I will call this base as b2 and little more extra height. I will call this height as h2. Now, can I say that we know the fact that area of a triangle is proportional to base and height. That means area of first triangle is nothing but equal to half into b1 is the base of first triangle, h1 is the height of first triangle. Similarly, area of second triangle a2 is nothing but half into b2 is the base of second triangle, h2 is the height of second triangle. If I divide one by the other, this half will cancel out. You will be only left with a1 divided by a2 is nothing but b1 divided by b2 into h1 divided by h2. Very important point. Area, the ratio of areas of two triangles is always proportional to the ratio of product of their bases, corresponding bases and the corresponding heights. That means corresponding base of first triangle is b1, height of first triangle is h1, and it is the ratio. That means I need to take the product of base and height for the second triangle. Extremely important point. a1 divided by a2 is nothing but b1 h1 divided by b2 h2, or you can also say it as b1 by b2 into h1 by h2. Now this is something which you should definitely be aware of. What is that another thing that we all need to know? Now suppose, see here, I told you that suppose base is constant. What is the meaning of constant? Constant is nothing but a fixed quantity, or constant means same. That means what we know is, suppose I have one smaller triangle. Let the base of this triangle be b, and suppose I will take the height. Let me give some value. Height of this triangle, let me take it as 10, right? Height of this triangle, let me take it as 10, and let me also assume some area of this triangle. Suppose just I am giving some numerical value 15. Now what I will do is, in the second triangle also I will have the same base b. The length of the base will not change. What I will do in this case is, height I will increase, right? I will increase the height. Let the height of this triangle be 20, right? Let the height of this triangle be 20. Now if the height of this triangle is 20, then can I say that area will be double again. Now what are you saying here, sir? Now it is very important. It is very easy to understand also. We all know that area of triangle is, in general, it is half into base into height. Now half is constant. In this particular case, base is also constant. This means that area is directly proportional to height. What is the meaning of area is directly proportional to height? That means if the height is 10 initially and if the area is 15 initially, if I double my height, value, area also will be directly proportional to height, and it will also double. 15 becomes 30. I hope I am making sense for you. If base is constant, area is directly proportional to height. That means if the area doubles, then height also will double, or vice versa is also true. If height doubles, area will also double. It need not be double itself, sir. I am just taking an example. If the area is tripled, then the height also triples, or if the height is 4 times of the previous height, area also will become 4 times of the previous area. That is what I mean generally. Now this is first case where the base is constant. Sir, base is constant. Okay, sir, I understood it. Can the height be constant? Yes, height also can be constant. That means second scenario what I am taking is let the height be constant, right? Let the height be constant. That means first triangle also height will be h, second triangle also height will be h. That means first triangle I will call the height as h, and let me call this base, suppose for example 5 centimeter. Now I will keep the same height, but base I will increase. I will increase the base. Height, let it be h itself. Let the height be h itself. Instead of having base 5 centimeter, assume that I am having a base of 20 centimeter. Just an example I am saying you, sir. And let the initial area of the smaller triangle be some value 7 centimeter square. Now can I say that same logic I am implementing here also? Area is nothing but half into base into height, half into height into base. Height and half are constant. That means area is directly proportional to base. If the height is constant, area is directly proportional to base. That means base earlier was 5 units, now the base is 20 units. That means base is multiplied by 4. Base became 4 times of itself. If the base becomes 4 times of itself, earlier area of 7, that also should be multiplied by 4 for this new triangle. So area of the bigger triangle is 7 into 4, which is 28 centimeter square. In simple language, if the base is constant, area is directly proportional to height, or if the height is constant, area is directly proportional to base. I hope this particular key point or this particular logic is very clear for each and every student who is watching this video. I hope it is clear till this point, sir. Next, let us continue further. Let us continue further with a few more extra key points, because I want you to understand the concept before actually moving on to problems. Now see here, sir. Suppose for example you might get a doubt. Sir, I have a triangle like this. I will take the height of this triangle as 1 unit. I will take the base of this triangle as 2 units. Beautiful. What is the area of this triangle? Half into base. Base is 2 into height. Half into 2 into 1. It is nothing but 1 square units. Right? It is nothing but 1 square units. That means area of the first triangle is 1 square unit. Okay. Now what I will do is I will take another triangle. I will take another triangle, and this triangle is something like, the base of this triangle is 4 units. I am taking the base of this triangle as 4 units. Excuse me, sir. Now I am taking a second triangle where the base of the triangle is 4 units, and let me take some other height. Height of the first triangle was 1 unit. Height of the second triangle is 3 units. Let me calculate the area. Area is nothing but half into 4 into 3, right? Half into 4 into 3. This is nothing but 12 by 2. It is nothing but 6 square units, right? Area of the second triangle is very important. It is 6 square units. Sir, what are you trying to teach in this case? Can you please tell what is that you are teaching in this case? Now see here, sir. Very important point. Now can I say that in the previous example or in the previous cases, either base was constant or the height was constant? If the base is constant and the height is constant, suppose, okay, if the base is constant, area is directly proportional to height. If the height is constant, area is directly proportional to base. Now this particular third case, case number 3, base is also not constant. Earlier the base was 2, now the new base is 4, right? The new base is 4. Height is also not constant. Earlier the height was 1, now the new height is 3. Now can I say that base earlier was 2, now the new base is 4? That means base is doubled, right? Base is doubled. Height earlier was 1, now the new height is 3. Height is tripled. Now that means base is doubled, height is tripled. Area will become 3 into 2 is how much? 3 into 2 is 6. Area will become 6 times of the original area. Very, very important point, sir. I hope it is clear. Sir, instead of height 1 here, okay, let me keep height 1 in the first triangle and I will put height is equal to 4 in the second triangle. Then the area is becoming 4 times, right? In that case, area is becoming 4 times. Sorry, height is becoming 4 times. If the height is 4 times and if the base is 2 times, area will become 4 into 2, 8 times. That means in that case area would have been 8 centimeters or 8 square units. That means height is tripled, base is doubled, area will become triple times of a double. That means 3 into 2 times, which is 6 times. I am just giving some numerical values so that I can explain you little easily for you people, and thereby you will also understand it much more better. That is the reason I am giving you the numerical values also, sir. I hope this case 3, first case is any one of them is constant. Second case is again another one of the parameter is constant. Third case is both the parameters are not constant. Sir, is there another case where both are constant? Think logically, sir. If both are constant, will there be a change in area? No, there will no change. There will be no change in area. That means height in the first case is 1, second height in the first triangle, base in the first triangle is 2. I will take the same triangle once again. Height is 1, base is 2. Second triangle also height is 1, base is 2. Will the area change? No. There is no need for you to study fourth case where both are constant. If both are constant, then area also will be constant. Simple common sense we should say. Now, this is something. Case 1, case 2, case 3. I personally believe that each and every case is very, very clear for you people. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Now listen to this carefully. I want to teach you one last concept before moving on to problems. Now, suppose for example, I will take a triangle. I will call this triangle as triangle ABC. Now, this triangle ABC, what I will do is, I will draw a median, right? I will draw a median. Median divides the entire triangle in the ratio 2:1, right? So, I have taught all these median properties, all those things in my geometry class. In fact, Anil sir has taken the geometry class. Median divides, AD is the median. So, this centroid, so not the median, sir, 2:1. Centroid divides the median. Centroid G, it will divide the entire median AD in the ratio 2:1. That means, if I call this as G for example, or let me call it as O, AO is 2 units, OD is 1 unit in ratio format. That means, let me join this also. So, BO will be 2, O, and if I call this as E for example, OE will be 1, CO will be 2, OF will be 1. So, centroid always divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Now, what I will do is, this is triangle ABC. Let me call the area of this triangle ABC as some square units. Suppose for example, let me take it as 60 square units, right? I am assuming it as 60, sir. It may or may not be correct. I am assuming the entire area of that bigger triangle as 60. Now, what I will do is, I will only consider this smaller triangle, right? I will only consider this smaller triangle. If I continue this median, this becomes BE. If I continue this median, this becomes CF. That means there are 3 medians, AD, BE and CF. Now, AD, BE and CF are 3 medians. these three medians are dividing the entire bigger triangle into three equal triangles. That means this red color shaded portion downwards is one triangle. There is another triangle which is shaded in blue color right now, and there is another triangle which I am shading right now in green color. That means there are three triangles. All these triangles will be equal in area. That means BOC area, AOB area, AOC area, all the three are absolutely same. Now you take any triangle, because all of them are having same area anyway. That means if I take this triangle BOC, right, I am just writing that triangle BOC which is shaded in red color separately. BOC, if I take, what is the area of this triangle BOC? Now out of total area 60, BOC is one part out of three parts. That means 60 divided by 3. Area of triangle BOC is 20 square units. That means, can I say that this BOC is 20, AOB is also 20, AOC is also 20. 20 plus 20 plus 20 is nothing but 60. Why am I taking 60? Can I take some other value? Yes, I am taking it some numerical value just for your explanation purpose. Now, you might get a doubt once again. You might get a doubt. Now, sir, what you said is 100%, right? I agree, sir. You took this triangle BOC, right? You took this triangle BOC. Now, in this triangle BOC, again there is a line here, right, sir? That line is nothing but OD. Let me write here, right? That line is nothing but OD. If I drop this OD, then I will have BOD as one of the triangle and DOC as another triangle. The entire triangle is 20. Entire smaller triangle BOC is 20. That 20 is again further divided. Will these two also be equal, sir? Definitely yes. That means let me take any one triangle. For example, I am taking this triangle BOD, right? If I take that triangle BOD, out of total 20, which is there for BOC, so area of triangle BOD is nothing but half of BOC, right? Half of 20 is nothing but 10. Sir, can you tell it in a different way? Yes. Can I say that this is one cut, right? This is one cut which is making this smaller triangle into two parts. This is another cut which is making this triangle into two equal parts, and this is another triangle which is making this AOC into two equal parts. That means totally how many smaller triangles are there? Triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3, triangle 4, triangle 5, triangle 6. That means I can definitely say this as it is half of this 20, or it is 1/6 of 60. Both are same. 1/6 of 60. Total area of the bigger triangle ABC is 60. Out of 60, one part out of total 6 triangles is nothing but this BOD. So 1/6 of 60 is also 10. You can represent it in multiple ways, sir. I am teaching you one of the way of representing. I hope this conceptual clarity till now is very, very clear for you people. I believe that no problems are arising with this concept, at least for now. Every problem whatever I am taking right now will be based on any of this concept. If it is not based on any of this concept also, let us see what is that new concept we need to implement in solving any particular question. And believe me, sir, so many examination questions we are going to take right now. Original examination questions. Some excellent, beautiful questions are being discussed in this today's class. Just keep on listening. One last time, let me revise it. Area of triangle is half into base into height. That means area is proportional to base. Area is also proportional to height. That means in general, A1 by A2 is nothing but a ratio of areas of first and second triangle, that is equal to B1 by B2 into H1 by H2. So that is nothing but product of ratio of corresponding base and corresponding heights. That is what I have written here on the right side of the screen. Another thing, three cases what we understood is base can be constant. If the base is constant, area is directly proportional to height. That means if the base is constant, if the height is 7 times of the original height, area also becomes 7 times of the original area. Similarly, if the height is constant, area is directly proportional to base. That means if the base originally was some units and the new base becomes 6 times of original base, that means area also will become 6 times of original area. That is my second case. And third case what I discussed is, what if height is also not constant, base is also not constant, height is 7 times of original height, base is 3 times of original base, then area becomes 7 into 3 times of original area. That means 21 times of original area. I have taken some numerical values and explained it for your better understanding. That is my case number 3. And last thing what we discussed before moving on to problems is, if I draw medians, if I draw the medians AD, BE and CF, it will divide the entire bigger triangle into 6 smaller triangles which are equal in area. That means area of triangle BOC is 1/3 of area of triangle ABC. Similarly, BOC is again split into 2 equal triangles. Area of triangle BOD is 1/6 of area of the entire triangle ABC, or area of triangle BOD is half of area of triangle BOC. I hope till this point there is no problems with any student who is watching this video. Now let us switch on to some beautiful problems and understand how easily we can solve such kind of questions, probably in the most easiest and lesser time possible. Now see here, sir, I am switching on to my first problem in this beautiful concept called as area is proportional to base and height. Now see this question. Question was asked in SSC CGL prelims exam in the year 2004. Let us read the question, solve it. First question says the ratio of base of two triangle is x is to y. That means it is given in the question that base of two triangles B1, B2, the ratio is given as x is to y. Okay, and that of their areas is a is to b. That means a1, a2 areas are given as a is to b, right? A is to b. Then find the ratio of their corresponding altitudes. I already taught you this, sir. A1 by A2 is nothing but B1 by B2 into H1 by H2, right? Into H1 by H2. A1 by A2 is A by B. B1 by B2 is x by y. H1 by H2 I don't know. I will write it as it is. Now this, if I cross multiply, this becomes H1 by H2. H1 by H2 is equal to A into Y divided by B into X. So it is A into Y divided by B into X. They are asking you to express in terms of ratio. It is AY is to BX, which is nothing but option 3. I hope this first easy question, although it's an examination question, this was a very easy question. So please don't think that examination questions will always be difficult by nature. Examination questions will be easy and they will also be slightly tricky in some cases. The more and more you practice, the more beautifully you can solve in the examination hall. It all depends upon practice level of every individual. I hope the idea is very, very clear for you people. Second question, similar to the first question, the ratio of altitudes of two triangles be 3 is to 4. First let us write it off, sir. A1 by A2 is B1 by B2 times of H1 by H2. That means altitude ratio is given as 3 is to 4. Beautiful. Next, and the ratio of their corresponding areas be 3 is to 4. Right? Ratio of their corresponding areas be 3:4. There is a mistake in this question, sir. It should not be 3:4. It should be 4:3. Right? It should be 4:3. Now, actual question in the examination is 4:3. Maybe some typing mistake. I am writing the original question which had come. And find the ratio of the corresponding lengths of bases. That means B1 by B2 value they are asking. So B1 by B2 is nothing but 4 into 4 is 16 divided by 3 into 3 is 9. Answer for this easy question once again, which had come in the year 2014, is 16:9. Sir, can I solve this question? Can I solve this question taking the same number as the 3:4 which was given earlier in the question? Yes, you take this as 3:4. Here also it is 3:4. Bases will be in the ratio 1:1. Right? Bases will be in the ratio 1:1. That means bases is not changing. That is the meaning of it. Right? Then why did you change the question? You could have kept it at the same question, right, sir? I thought I will take a original examination question. That means whatever numerical value was given in the examination, let me keep the same number. That is what I thought. You take any numbers of your choice for your practice. It really does not make any difference. I hope the idea is clear for you people, sir. Question number 3. Question number 3, similar kind of question once again, but please see the source of this question. SSC CGL Tier 2 examination question in the year 2015. That means I am again repeating that statement. Don't ever come to a conclusion that always the questions will be difficult. Yes, I see that the questions are little difficult from the last 2 to 3 years. I agree with that point. But having said that, the more you practice, those difficult questions seem to be looking for you in the examination hall as very easy questions. Do not worry too much about a difficulty level or easy level. First, only concentrate on learning the problems or the shortcuts or the concepts. Now see here, question says, given that the ratio of altitude of two triangles is 4:5. Let me write what I know. A1 by A2 is B1 by B2 into H1 by H2. That means ratio of altitude of two triangles, it is given in the question as 4:5. This is my first statement. Ratio of their areas is 3:2. This second statement says area ratio is 3:2. Find the ratio of their corresponding bases. Exactly similar to your previous question. So B1 divided by B2 is nothing but 5 into 3 is 15. Divided by 4 into 2 is 8. Answer for this question is 15:8, which is nothing but option B. I am repeatedly saying, sir, questions sometimes will be of this easy level also. Please make note of it. I am telling you repeatedly this particular thing. Question number 4. A very good question. Listen to this carefully, sir. Question number 4. Now, can I say that question number 4 is sides of a parallelogram are in the ratio 5:4. Okay, let me draw the diagram so that it becomes easier for you to understand. Now, there is a parallelogram. Diagram is not drawn to the scale. Let me erase this line and write it one more time little neatly, sir. Okay, the question says sides of a parallelogram are in the ratio 5:4. That means if I take this B1 base as 5, I will take the other base as B2, which is nothing but 4. 5:4 is what they are saying. Its area is 100 square units. Its area is 100 square unit. Area of the parallelogram is given as 100 square unit. Altitude on the greater side is 20 units. Altitude on the greater side is 20 units. Greater side is 5. That 5 is nothing but the greater side. Now, if I drop an altitude here, this becomes 90. Now, this I will call it as H1. H1 is given in the question as 20 units. Altitude on the smaller side is how much? That means smaller side is nothing but 4 units. Let me drop a perpendicular same like that. If I drop a perpendicular, this will be 90 degrees again. This I will call it as H2. They are actually asking you to find the value of H2 in this case. Altitude on the smaller side is what they are asking. Now, can I say that? Area is 100 square units. That means area of the parallelogram will not change, right? Area of the parallelogram will not change. So area will be equal to another area, right? Area of this triangle will be equal to area of the other triangle. Area of this is B1 into H1. Area of the second one is B2 into H2. Base 1 is given as 5 in terms of ratio. H1 is given as 20. Base 2 is given as 4 in terms of ratio. They are asking you to find H2 value. 4 into 1, 4 into 5. 5 into 5. Value of H2 is how much? Value of H2 is 25. Answer for this question is 25 units. I hope the idea is very clear for you, sir. Answer for this question is 25 units. But I will definitely call this as my method 1. Sir, why method 1? You did not use any variables, right? Why are you calling it as method 1? Because I have another beautiful approach. Try to use that method 2. Whichever method after using method 2, whichever you think that it is comfortable, please follow that method. Now, I know that area is a constant, right? Area is given as 100 square unit. So area of first triangle and second triangle, they both are equal, right? That is what we understood. Now area is constant. We already know that if area is constant, then base is inversely proportional to height. How is it, sir? If area is constant, how are you saying that base is inversely proportional to height? Area is half into base into height. Can I say that? If this area is constant, first of all, half is also constant. Forget about it. So base into height, if I cross multiply, it becomes 2 times. Right hand side is constant. If the right hand side is constant, I can write it as base is equal to, okay, this is not multiplication, sir. It is base is equal to 2a divided by h, and this 2a is constant. Because 2a is constant, remove this equal sign, put a proportional symbol. So base is inversely proportional to height. Very, very important point. If area is constant, then base and height are inversely proportional to each other. Now, what is that we are trying to get it from this? Very simple, sir. Question says sides of a parallelogram are in the ratio 5:4. That means two bases of two triangles. Base of first triangle is 5. Base of second triangle is 4. Indirectly they are saying that bases are in the ratio 5:4 and base is inversely proportional to height. That means height will be in the ratio 4:5. Can I say that height of first triangle according to ratio is 4? According to question it is given as 20. 4 into 5 is 20. 5 also multiply by 5. 5 into 5 is how much? 25. And that 25 itself is what you got in this equation method. Either follow method 1 or method 2. But I personally believe that method 2 is a little easier, because we definitely know that if area is constant, base and height are inversely proportional to each other. What is the meaning of inversely proportional? If base ratio is 5:4, then height ratio should be reverse. It should be 4:5. That means height of first triangle ratio says it is 4. Question says it is 20. 4 into 5 is 20. 5 also multiply by 5. 5 into 5 is how much? 25. Let us solve one another question which is exactly similar to whatever we have solved in fourth question. Two sides of a parallelogram are 20 and 25. Now, I will not again write the diagram, sir. That means that two sides are 20 and 25 means those two sides are nothing but bases of two triangles. Ratio is given as 20 is to 25. 20 is to 25 is 4 is to 5. If the corresponding altitude, if the altitude corresponding to the side of length 25 is 10 centimeters, that means side 5 centimeter. Sorry, let me read the question, sir. If the altitude corresponding to the side of length 25, side of length 25 means it is second triangle. Now second triangle is there, the height of this second triangle is given in the question as 10 centimeter, then the altitude corresponding to the other pair of side is how much? Other pair of side is how much? H2 is what we are, H1 is what we are finding. Now H1 is to H2. If base ratio is 4 is to 5, height ratio is 5 is to 4. Now question says that for the second triangle ratio says height is 4. For the second triangle question says height is 10 centimeters. Question says height is 10 centimeter. Now 4 should become 10. Multiply by 10 by 4 or multiply by 5 by 2. 4 into 5 20, 25 by 20 by 2 is 10 itself. 5 also multiply by 5 by 2. 25 divided by 2 is how much? 12.5. So you really do not require how to find all these things by using this method one what we have solved in this case. No need to write all these things, sir. We know that if I drop a perpendicular here and if I drop a perpendicular here, the area of this triangle and the area of this particular triangle both are same. If the area is constant, base is inversely proportional to height. That means base ratio is given in the question as 20 is to 25, which is 4 is to 5. Height ratio should become reverse, 5 is to 4. Question says height of second triangle should not be 4, but height of second triangle should be 10, it seems. That is what the question is specifying here. So multiply by 2.5. 4 into 2.5 is only 10. 5 also multiply by 2.5. 5 into 2.5 is 12.5 centimeter, which is option C. I hope I am making sense for you people, sir. Next question, again a very good question. SSC CGL Tier 1 re-examination which happened in the year 2014. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Question number 6. Your question number 6 says that in triangle PQR, okay, there is a triangle which is mentioned on the right side of the screen, which is nothing but PQR. The line drawn from vertex P intersect QR at point S. I am drawing a line from vertex P. This particular line, it will intersect this particular line called as QR at a point called as S. Okay, that is the meaning. I understood it. If QR is 4.5 centimeter, entire distance from Q to R, it is given in the question as 4.5 centimeter, and SR is 1.5 centimeter. SR, this distance from S to R, it is given as 1.5 out of total 4.5. Out of total 4.5, this value is 1.5. That means the QS value should be 4.5 minus 1.5. This should be 3 centimeters. I hope I am making sense, sir. And this QS value should be 3 centimeters. Your question is find the ratio of area of triangle PQS. Area of triangle PQS. This area I require, and triangle PSR. This particular triangle, horizontal shading, this particular triangle PSR. I want to find the ratio of these two triangles. Now, it is very simple, sir. Sir, how are you saying that it is very simple? Because, can I say that I will draw a perpendicular from point P. If I drop a perpendicular from point P onto QR, this is 90 degrees, right? This is 90 degrees. Let me name this point as some point M, for example. Now, think logically, sir. Think logically. This perpendicular PM, whatever the perpendicular PM which I have drawn right now, that height, this particular height PM is the same height for triangle PQS. For this triangle PQS, what is the height? Height is nothing but PM. What is the height for another triangle PSR? For triangle PSR also, height is the same PM. That means height is same. Height is same PM for both triangles PQS and PSR. That means in simple language, I can say that height is constant. I hope I am making sense for you, sir. Height is constant. If the height is constant, area is directly proportional to base. This is something which we have already learnt. If the height is constant, area is definitely directly proportional to base. That means A1, area of triangle PQS divided by area of another triangle PSR is nothing but equal to base of triangle PQS. Base of triangle PQS is nothing but QS, right? It is nothing but QS divided by base of triangle PSR is nothing but SR. Do you know the values of QS and SR? Definitely you know it. Substitute and simplify. QS value is 3, SR value is 1.5. 1.5 into 1, 1.5 into 2. Answer for this beautiful understanding of question is 2:1, which is nothing but option D. Is there any difficulty in this question, sir? I definitely feel that you should not have any difficulty. The catch in this question is the height for this triangle PQS, height is PM, and height for triangle PSR, the height is again PM. That means height is not changing, height is constant. If the height is constant, then the area is directly proportional to the base. It is your original SSC CGL Tier 1 question in the year 2014. Let us solve another question which is exactly of a similar sort. Exactly or similar sort, so that you will understand it. This is again your SSC CGL Tier 1 examination question which happened in the year 2015. This is the beauty of learning from examination questions. What is the question? In triangle ABC. Okay, let me draw the triangle this time. In the previous example it was drawn earlier itself. Now let me draw it. In triangle ABC, line through A cuts the line side BC at D. That means there is a line through A, it will cut the line BC at point D. There is no rule that this AD should be perpendicular to BC. They have nowhere mentioned. So I will not take it as perpendicular, I will take it as non-perpendicular itself, such that BD is to DC is 4:5. BD is 4, DC is 5. Although diagram is not looking like that, please assume that BD is 4, DC is 5. In the diagram it is actually looking like BD is greater than DC, but actually question says BD is lesser than DC. Okay, let us not worry too much about the diagram, sir. Diagram is not drawn to the scale. Simple. Now next statement says, if the area of triangle ABD is 60 centimeter square, ABD, right? Okay, this particular triangle, area of this triangle, it is given in the question as 60 centimeter square. It is given as 60. Find the area of triangle ADC. ADC area I need to find. Now same logic, same explanation once again for each and every student who is listening to this problem. Can I say that from this point A, okay, let me remove this AD once again and draw AD little slant, sir, so that you will not get confused that. Let me draw it like this. This is point D, right? Now you will not get confused now that AD is a perpendicular. AD was not actually perpendicular. Now what I will do is, from this point A, I will drop a perpendicular onto BC. This is my perpendicular height. A, suppose if I call this point, let me draw. in the better way what you people understand it. Okay, I will call this point as D here, I will call this point as M. That means AM is nothing but the perpendicular drawn. AM is nothing but the perpendicular. Now what is the height of this triangle ABD? Height of this triangle ABD is nothing but AM. And what is the height of this triangle ADC? Height of triangle ADC is also AM. That means same like my previous question, height is constant. Height is constant. If the height is constant, this means that area is directly proportional to base. A very important point. That means area of triangle ABD is divided by area of another triangle ADC is nothing but equal to, what is the base of ABD? ABD base is nothing but BD, right? It is nothing but BD. What is the base of ADC? It is nothing but DC. Now we know that BD value is 4, DC value is 5. We also know that area of triangle ABD value, this is given in the question as 60. 4 into 1, 4 into 15. So area of triangle ADC is nothing but 15 multiplied by this 5 cross multiplication. 15 into 5. Answer for this question is 75. Again and again I am saying you, sir, this is your original examination question. The catch in this kind of questions is height is constant and therefore area is directly proportional to base. Next question, again it's a very beautiful question, sir. Now see here, your question says, in triangle ABC, I have drawn a triangle ABC already on the right side of the screen. O is the centroid. This particular point O, it is nothing but the centroid. What is the meaning of centroid? Centroid is nothing but a point of intersection of 3 medians of a triangle, and centroid always divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Now O is the centroid, AD, BE, CF are 3 medians, and the area of triangle AOE, right? Area of triangle AOE, this particular area, it is given as 15 centimeter square, right? This particular area is given as 15 centimeter square. Then find the area of quadrilateral BDOF. Where all BDOF is present, sir? BDOF. This particular area is what I need to find. Now I don't need to explain this problem once again, because I believe that this particular concept I have already explained you people before the starting of my problems. Before I started solving problem number 1, I have explained the entire meaning of centroid and median and other things. Now this particular centroid, this centroid BE will divide the entire bigger triangle into 2 equal parts. CF will divide the entire bigger triangle. CF and BE together will divide into 4. CF, BE and AD will divide into 6 equal parts. That means area of triangle AOE is given as 15. If area of triangle AOE is 15, EOC is also 15, DOC is also 15, BOD is also 15, BOF is also 15, AOF is also 15. But question they are asking you only to find the area of quadrilateral BDOF. That means BDOF means this 15 plus another 15. Answer for this question is 30 centimeter square. This is how fast you will be solving if you know the concept, and that is the reason I wanted to explain the concept initially before solving the problems, and that is what I have done in the past also. Before solving problems, I definitely wanted to explain the concept which I had explained for you people. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Next question. Next question is again a very beautiful question. Diagram is also given on the right side. Let us see, let us understand and then solve it. If in a triangle ABC, okay, they have drawn triangle ABC here. Okay, sir, that is very clear. The medians CD and BE intersect each other at O. Okay, let me draw the diagram for you once again. Although the diagram is given on the right side of the screen, I will draw it one more time for your better understanding. Now, there is a triangle called as ABC, right? There is a triangle called as ABC. Question says the medians BE and CF. That means there is a median like this. This is BE, and there is another median like this. There is another median like this. This is nothing but CF. Medians BE and CF. Sorry, medians BE and CD, right? Medians BE and CD. That means this is not F here. This should be D, because it should be CD, right? So medians BE and CD intersect at O. That means this is the intersecting point, or in other words, that is nothing but the centroid. Why to leave another median? Let me also draw that another median also, because it is not mentioned in the question. I am drawing with a dotted line. This is my construction which I am trying to do it. Now I will call it as AF. Beautiful, sir. Now then, medians CD and BE intersect each other at O. Then the ratio of areas of triangle ODE, area of triangle ODE, that means this particular triangle, let me use a different color for your better understanding. ODE, that means I need to join D and E, this particular triangle area, and ABC. ABC is nothing but the outer triangle, bigger triangle. I want to find the area of those two triangles, right? Area of the ratio of area of those two triangles. Now what I will do is I will consider, for my simplification purpose, I will consider the triangle to be equilateral triangle. Now I will consider the triangle to be equilateral. Now what I will do is this entire BC value, if I call it as 1 unit, this entire BC value, if I call it as 1 unit, then this DE is nothing but perpendicular to BC, and DE is nothing but D and E are the points which are nothing but the, what do you say, it is passing through the median, right? So that is the center, sorry, that is passing through the centroid, that is a median. CD is a median, BE is a median. That means, can I say that DE, if entire BC value is 1, then DE value will be half of 1. How it is half of that value, sir? Please refer to my geometry class or geometry class which is taken by Anil Nair, sir, to know why it is half. Very clearly we have explained there. That means DE value will be half. Sir, can I avoid fraction? Yes, you can avoid fraction. You can take this BC value as 2. So DE value will be half of 2, which is 1. That also can be done. Now similarly I can also do like this. I will take a different color. Now similarly I can also do like this. Suppose for example this median I have constructed AF, right? This entire median is AF. Now AF is the entire median. This entire median I will call it as 3 units. Sir, how are you telling that AF should be 3 units? Very simple, beta. This AF is nothing but a median. AO is to OF. It is in the ratio 2:1. Median or centroid always divide the median in the ratio 2:1. So AO is 2 units. OF is 1 unit. So AF will be 2 plus 1, 3 units. I am taking it as 3 units. Now, if I take it as 3 units, let me mark this point as some point M, right? If I take this as 3 units, can I say that this particular OM value, very important right now, sir, please listen to this carefully. Or instead of this is this centroid or the median AF is divided in the ratio 3:2, right? Okay, let me call it as in ratio term itself. This is 1x, this is 1/2x. So similarly, if I call AF as 3y or 3r or whatever you want, you take it. If I call it as 3r, then OM becomes, it is y/2. right? Or 3, if I call it as 3y, OM will become y by 2. Now, why are we doing all these things? Because in general, area of triangle in general is given by the notation half into base into height. I want to find the ratio of two triangle area. Area of triangle ODE is the first triangle, and ratio with area of triangle ABC is the second triangle. Now, can I say that area of triangle ODE, right? ODE is nothing but it is half into base. Base is nothing but base value is nothing but DE value, and DE value is x by 2. Half into x by 2 into height. What is the height of the triangle? Height of the triangle is nothing but y by 2. That is the reason I calculated it here itself. Before, well in advance itself, I calculated. That is the reason. Similarly, divided by whole thing divided by area of triangle ABC. This outer bigger triangle is half. This is half into base. Base is nothing but BC. BC I will call it as x into height. This entire height AF is the height. Height is nothing but 3y, right? Height is nothing but 3y. If I take the ratio, x will cancel, half will cancel, y will cancel. It is 1 by 4 in the numerator, and in the denominator it is 3 by 1. 1 by 4 divided by 3 by 1. It is 1 by 12. Answer for this question is 1:12, which is nothing but option C. Very, very important question, sir. Extremely important and extremely useful question, so that you will understand some problems or some properties of median and centroid from this particular question. I believe that this idea is very, very clear for you people. Sir, can I eliminate x and y variables? Definitely there is no need for you to take it as x and y. I took it only for your understanding or for your explanation purpose. Next question, again one more question, SSC CGL Tier 2 question in 2015. This question is also based on centroid. Now see here, sir, we have already solved question in the previous question number 7 and 8 if I am not wrong, where height is constant. That means both the triangles are sharing the same height. So height was constant in that case. Now let us see the reverse scenario here. What is the question? The centroid of a triangle ABC is G. Now this is my centroid G. Beautiful, sir. First statement, no doubt at all. Second statement, area of triangle ABC 60 centimeters square. Entire triangle area is 60 centimeters square. Find the area of triangle GBC, this bottom portion triangle. Find the area of triangle GBC is the question. Now think logically. Area of triangle ABC, one of the triangle is ABC, another triangle is GBC. Can I say that the base for ABC is BC, right? What is the base of triangle ABC? It is BC. Another triangle is GBC. What is the base of triangle GBC? Base of triangle GBC is also BC. That means question number 7 and 8, height of both the triangles was the same. Both the triangles were sharing the same height. In question number 10, this particular question, both the triangle ABC and triangle GBC are having the same base. That means I can say that base is constant. I hope I am making sense for you, sir. Base is constant. Simple logic says that if the base is constant, area is proportional to height. That means the area of the bigger triangle ABC divided by area of the smaller triangle GBC is nothing but height of the bigger triangle. Let me call this point as D. Bigger triangle height is AD, right? Bigger triangle height is AD divided by smaller triangle height is GD. Now I also know that this particular point G is nothing but the centroid of triangle ABC, and the centroid will divide the entire median AD in the ratio 2:1. That means AG value is 2, GD value is 1. Entire AD value is 2 plus 1, 3. AD value is 3. GD value is 1. Triangle ABC area is given as 60. Triangle GBC area is what we need to find. Answer for this question is 3 into 1, 3 into 20. Answer is 1 into 20. 20 centimeter square, which is option 4. I hope it is very clear, sir. Conceptually, I have taught you all these things. If the base is constant, area is directly proportional to height. If the height is constant, area is directly proportional to base. You might understand that conceptually when I taught you before starting question number 1. But you might get a doubt. How the height can be constant? How the base can be constant? How the base can be constant means triangle ABC base is BC. Triangle GBC base is also BC. Both the triangles are sharing the same base. This will teach you base is constant. Similarly, if I take question number 7 or 8, if I take question number 7 or 8, in fact 8 will not teach you that, I think, sir. If I take question number 6 or 7 rather for that example, in this case the height of triangle ABD is AM. The height of triangle ADC is also AM. Both the triangles are having the same height, or both the triangles are sharing the same height. That means height is constant in this case. Question 6 and 7 illustrate height is constant. Question number 10 illustrate base is constant. Sir, in this question number 10, is the height not constant? No beta, height is not constant. Triangle ABC height is from A to D it is. Triangle GBC height is only from G to D. So height is not the same in both the triangles. They both are not sharing the same height, but they both are sharing the same base. So area is proportional to height. I hope it is very clear for you people, sir. Next question. Please see the next question. Question number 11. Again, original SSC CGL Tier 2 question in 2014. Every question what I am discussing are your original examination questions. And I am telling you the source also, which year, which examination it had come. Now see here, sir. Your question is ABCD is a trapezium. Okay. ABCD. This is a trapezium. Beautiful. Okay. It looks like a trapezium itself. So diagram is drawn to the scale in this case. Now with AD and BC parallel sides. AD is parallel to BC. Beautiful. Diagram also says the same thing. Actually diagram is not given in this question, but I have written it so that I will not waste time in solving the question. So I have just written it. Next. E is a point on BC. Now on this line BC, there is some point E. They have not said it as midpoint or whatever it is. There is some random point called as E. Okay, that is also clear. The ratio of area of triangle, area of quadrilateral or the trapezium ABCD to that of triangle AED. AED. This green color triangle with this orange color quadrilateral or the trapezium ratio I need. Now see here, sir. This I will drop a perpendicular from E onto AD. This is nothing but my height, right? This is nothing but my height. Now very easy question, sir. Area of quadrilateral ABCD I require, and I need to take the ratio with area of green color triangle AED. This is what they are asking. Now can I say that area of quadrilateral is, it is half into sum of the parallel sides. Parallel sides are nothing but AD and BC. So it is AD plus BC, right? Sum of the parallel sides into perpendicular distance between the parallel sides. The perpendicular distance between the parallel side is nothing but H height into H. What is area of triangle AED, green color triangle? So this is nothing but half into base is nothing but AD. Base is nothing but AD into height is nothing but H. H will cancel, half will cancel. Your final answer is AD plus BC divided by AD. and because the values of AD and BC are not given in the question, you also should keep the answer in this format itself. AD plus BC by AD, AD plus BC by AD is nothing but option 4 for this original examination question in SSC CGL Tier 2 2014. I hope the varieties of questions should be very clear for you people, sir.